here. He's foreign.
These videos are satiric reviews. You don't have to agree, but don't bitch about it. I hate this channel.
You mind if I cut in?
Hey there, I'm the SIJW Infuso. And wrestling is an unpredictable business. One minute you're beloved by audiences worldwide, and the next you're struggling to even make it on the card. And now I know at face value that statement seems entirely fictitious, because Stone Cold Steve Austin bled out, became a star, and never looked back. Goldberg destroyed a jobber, became a star, and never looked back. Brock Lesnar threw a guy in a wheelchair down a flight of stairs, and never looked back. But what about guys like Ryback? The guy was one of the most over acts the company had seen in quite some time following his re-debut. All throughout the arena on any given episode of Raw, there were chants of "Feed me more," only for him to fade away into mid-card obscurity. And we've already discussed the rise and fall of Zack Ryder in the Burial of Zack Ryder video. And another such case is
Fandango.
Johnny Curtis was a decent worker with natural charisma and charm. He managed to make anything he was a part of funny during his time in the original NXT, even when he was on that season that refused to end. Even when he was put in the love triangle that nobody asked for.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You're welcome.
No, not you're welcome. Not you're welcome. This is not part of the plan. This is not part of the plan. You did not do this for me. Why? Why? Do you have chloroform?
Why don't I have chloroform?
Unfortunately, Johnny Curtis wouldn't be brought to the main roster.
Wrong! Hey there. I'm Johnny Curtis, winner of NXT Season 4. And soon I will make my SmackDown debut. I do have one of these. I have one of these. I will pick you, and I will pick you, and you, my friend, you don't make the cut. I want to avoid painting myself into a corner. I'm gonna take the cake. And the cat is out of the bag. Mikey, where's the cat? Elephant in the room gag is until next week. The writing is on the wall.
I want you to go out there and break a leg.
But in his place was the character of Fandango, a self-centered ballroom dancer who loved the sound of his own voice, and the sound of his own name.
Fandango. 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 Fandango.
His debut was hyped for months with a series of vignettes, and it managed to gain the interest of the wrestling world, mainly because no one could believe that this was a gimmick someone would be betraying in 2013. Curtis finally made his on-screen debut in effeminate clothing, accompanied by an effeminate woman. Am I using that word right? I don't think so. The two would dance to the ring in that overly catchy song, you know the one. Fandango, however, refused to wrestle his scheduled opponent, due to being unhappy with how his name was pronounced. This would go on for a while until Chris Jericho managed to get under the ballroom dancer's feet. I mean skin. Jericho would continually mock Fandango's name.
Fandumbo. Fandunghole. Fandango ate my baby-o. B-I-N-G bingo was his name-o. Oh!
And that was enough for the newcomer to challenge Chris Jericho to a match at WrestleMania. Curtis was now scheduled for his first ever match in WWE, and it was on the grandest stage of them all, against a self-professed and rarely disputed best in the world. I mean, I shouldn't need to tell you how big of a deal this was. Quite frankly, at the time, I couldn't figure out if this was a pat on the back of the upcoming star, or was a push off the mountaintop for the aging legend. Regardless, the match was better than a lot of people give it credit for. Rumor has it Fandango received such a big push coming into the brand because Vince McMahon himself was allegedly pretty big on the gimmick, at least at first. Fandango would trade off valets as he made his way to the ring before Summer Rae became his permanent, temporary dance partner. The win off Jericho gave the newcomer a bit of credibility, but it was really his theme song and dance that got him over with the wider audience. Despite being as heel as you can get, Fandango was cheered in every arena he went to, with audience members beginning to hum and dance along as he made his way to the ring. An act which would be recognized as Fandangoing, because we can't have nice things. This is meme culture. The song was one of the most purchased songs on iTunes for a time being. A fact you can bet your ass that WWE let everyone know several times throughout the show on commentary. It was really incredible just how much this got over and how random it was that it did, to the extent that it did. Fandango was being primed to be a mid-card star, as he was placed in a rivalry for the Intercontinental Championship. A rivalry that he was scheduled to win, but unfortunately for him, he'd wind up with a very real concussion sidelining him for the near future. And for one reason or another, Fandango never got the chance to go after the Intercontinental title again. And not too long after his return to the ring, his song was taken away and was changed to test if he was truly over, and it was just kind of a downhill decline from there. He switched dancers, brought back his old theme song, teamed with Tyler Breeze as Breezango, but he never truly got another opportunity like the one he'd previously been given. Which is unfortunate because the guy is really talented. He's decent in the ring and he's hilarious on the mic. There's no reason this guy shouldn't be higher on the backstage food chain. I mean, who knows? Maybe in an alternate timeline, this guy did win the IC Championship and through that title reign was able to carve out a one-of-a-kind legacy. Maybe. We'll never know. There's no way of knowing. Because as of right now, he'll probably best be remembered for this time period or the Fashion Police gimmick, which isn't a bad way to be remembered. In closing, because I don't usually know how to do that in my videos, Fandango was thoroughly entertaining, and it's a real shame that he's not given the screen time or spot where he can continue to be entertaining.
Don't go away. I didn't get my movie tickets yet.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You're watching the social injustice warrior, Infuso's channel, dude. So if you like the words that came out of his mouth hole, and you too want to become a VTard, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click that little bell icon to get updates and notifications. Ooh, tell him what up, Mach. Ooh, yeah. Follow the man on Twitter, yeah, because we all know it's not stalking if it's on the internet, yeah. Join the madness by joining the Discord, and if you have a moment of time and a free $1 to spare, head over to the SIJW's Patreon, dig it, where you can request videos, get exclusive videos, and early access to content, yeah. Or go down to PayPal, where you can buy the shirts, brother. But most importantly, just remember, if you're not tuning in, then you're missing out.